All right, y'all, we are back with another video, and here we go again. And one thing I can say is that Donald Trump's new border czar, Tom Homan, this man is not playing around with anybody. He will let you know straight up what he's going to do if you cross him, if you cross the Trump administration. Donald Trump done made some great picks, even though we know that the left has been going after every last pick he done picked. They've been going after Tulsi Gabbard. They've been saying stuff about Tom Homan himself, Kash Patel. So it's at this point now they just attacking everybody. But Tom Homan, to me, he just stands out. He don't play around. He don't give a crap what you say about him. He'll let you know straight up what he's going to do to you. And now you even got some of these people from the left, just because of the things Tom Homan been saying, they think Donald Trump gonna be under arrest or he gonna be in trouble because of the stuff that Tom Homan is saying on live TV. They got these Democrats shook. We ain't worried about anything they talking about because, like I said, it's just all threats. Ain't nothing gonna happen to President Trump. So we definitely finna check this one out. When this reporter, boy, she did not like Tom Homan's response. She was not ready at all. Without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and dive straight into it. Please hit that like button so more people can see this video. Subscribe to the channel. That way you can stay up to date with everything that's going on. And shout out to everybody who always watches the entire video. I appreciate all of you that do that. You really help me out a lot by watching the entire video, because YouTube will share it, which definitely helps the channel grow. So let me know in the comment section that you did watch the entire video. I really appreciate it. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive straight into this so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Did people really think that CNN was going to reform itself? Did people think that this new ownership group was going to come in and really make a positive change for the network? No, of course not. I certainly alluded to it, and mostly it was hope. I wanted to give them a little bit of the benefit of the doubt, but the entire time that we were covering all the reforms going on at CNN, I always said, take it with a grain of salt. This doesn't go nearly as far enough. And so the end conclusion ended up being, yeah, this network still sucks, and the addition of Scott Jennings isn't nearly enough to change that. Yep, they've learned absolutely nothing, and the Clinton News Network remains a straight-up fake news propaganda outlet that cannot be trusted. And this right here, I think, is the perfect example. CNN is once again doing exactly what you'd expect, deceptively editing clips and reacting in shock and awe. I mean, look at this face. Does it not tell you all that you need to know? Yep, it's another one of those Rachel Maddow instances, feigning shock and dismay at just how horrible this incoming Trump administration is going to be, except the whole premise is built on a lie. Let me show you guys exactly what happened here. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so the headline reads as such: CNN's host's reaction to Tom Homan comments about Denver mayor speaks volumes. Take a look.
I think we will see Denverites and folks around the country who will nonviolently resist that.
Look, me and the Denver mayor, we agree on one thing. He's willing to go to jail. I'm willing to put him in jail.
Woo!
And so that's the clip from CNN, which, you know, in a certain way is a valid reaction, I guess. At least to the clip that they played, except there's a problem with that.
I like what Tom Homan's saying. I like exactly what he said. He said that the Denver mayor, he's willing to go to jail, and I'm willing to put him there. I told y'all, Tom Homan is not playing around. That was a great pick for Donald Trump, especially for border czar, because since Tom Homan been going on TV, he has not been playing around with these Democrats at all. He don't care what they say.
They played like a 5-second clip and omitted all of the key context. Ooh, what a shocking claim, when we play only 5 seconds of it, in an attempt to make it seem as if Donald Trump is hiring all of his enforcers to attack and imprison his political opponents. Yep, you guessed it. There's a whole lot more to the clip.
Tom, you heard this mayor out there in Colorado. I want to get your reaction to it, and I want you to be clear about who has jurisdiction, the federal government or state and local governments. And if you're a sanctuary state or city, are you breaking the law?
You're absolutely breaking law. All you have to do is look at Arizona versus U.S., you'll see these breaking law. But look, me and the Denver mayor, we agree on one thing. He's willing to go to jail. I'm willing to put him in jail. Because there's a statute, it's Title 8 United States Code 1324 III, and what it says is, it's a felony if you knowingly harbor and conceal an illegal alien from immigration authorities. It's also a felony to impede a federal law enforcement officer. So if we don't want to help, that's fine. He can get the hell out of the way. But we're going to go do the job. President Trump has a mandate for American people. We got to secure this country. We got to save American lives. And I find it shocking that any mayor of a city would say, President Trump's been clear. We want to concentrate on public safety threats and national security threats. I find it hard to believe that any mayor or governor would say they don't want public safety threats removed from their neighborhoods. I mean, I don't know what the hell is going on in Denver, but we're going to go and we're going to fix it. If you don't want to fix it, if you don't want to protect his communities, President Trump and ICE will.
Yeah, that's the whole clip. But CNN only wants you to hear the part that's so...
See, that's what I don't like about CNN. They always try to cut out parts of clips and don't play the whole thing in its full context. They do that all the time. They only take a little 15-20 seconds of you saying something and just run with it. Just like how they did talking about that Donald Trump is going to use the military to go after American people. They cut out a little piece of clip of him, of what he said, and just ran with it, and it was just a lie. Now CNN is doing the same thing. They didn't play the whole clip. So you got people like this Denver mayor is trying to stop the deportation. Like, he's trying to get these people back to their country. Look what they've been doing to the American people. Look at the people who done lost their children because of these illegal aliens. And you got the Denver mayor and all of them talking about Donald Trump better not come and do this, or he better not come and do that. Okay, then. You going to go to jail then, mayor. Because you ain't finna stop me from doing my job. That's exactly what Tom Homan and Donald Trump is saying. You ain't finna stop them. Donald Trump ran on, we're going to get rid of these illegal aliens and send them back to their country. You can come, but you got to be here legally, not illegally. So, and you're going to have some of these Democrats, they're going to try to stop Donald Trump from doing it just so they can have a talking point that, oh, Donald Trump said he was going to do this, but he didn't do it. This is what they trying to do. And Tom Homan ain't falling for that crap.
Utterly shocking that Tom Homan suggested he would arrest the mayor of Denver. Oh, how shocking. It's funny how it's not shocking when they threaten to arrest the former president of the United States. But when it goes the other way around for actually committing crimes and defying constitutional law, well, it's so outrageous. Give me a frickin' break. Tom Homan is totally correct. These Democrat leaders are breaking the law. It's basically as simple as that, and if you do the crime, you should be expected to do the time. Is that really such a complicated concept? But I guess more importantly, is it really shocking? We have Democrat mayors playing politics here and essentially saying they're going to defy this next administration and commit unconstitutional federal crimes, and we're supposed to be shocked when the Trump administration says, well, if you do that, we will arrest you. What is so complicated? I seriously don't get it, and I don't get the hill that Democrats are dying on here. Like, is this really what they want their entire legacy to be about? Fear-mongering about Donald Trump and resisting his every move. It just feels so unbelievably stupid. And the idea that CNN would try to amplify this narrative that Donald Trump just wants to imprison his political opponents and people who stay...
It's so funny that they always saying Donald Trump want to imprison his political opponents, but his opponent was the one trying to arrest him. They was the one trying to put him in prison. They the one had him going through these courtrooms every single day, these cold courtrooms. Like, it is so crazy to me. It's kind of like somebody saying, you can hit me, but you better not hit me back. I can hit you, but you better not hit me back. That's pretty much what they saying. So even if Donald Trump was to go after someone, what's wrong with that? They went after him. They went after everybody around him. They put the J6s in jail. So when Donald Trump get off, they were like, oh, he just want to go after his political opponents. I wouldn't mind if Donald Trump, I wouldn't mind if he went after them because they did it to him so they can see how it feels. It's like, come on, man. These people are hypocrites.
Fan of him.
We're at the point where he's saying, I'm going to use the National Guard and the military to take my political enemies out of the country.
Oh, my
There are some
God.
Republicans who
Not
also
this
are afraid
again.
of that, by the way. Like Republicans who have now endorsed terrorists that are worried that if Trump were to win, he would potentially go after them.
That someone who says these things, maybe he wouldn't jail all of his political opponents. One is one too many. Maybe he wouldn't try to force out of business the, members of the press who didn't agree with him.
Oh, won't he put you in jail, Hillary, for those emails you got rid of? He could have put you in jail back then in 2016 when he was president, but he didn't do it. He can still put you in jail because of them emails. These people they get on my nerves so much that the fact that they can say Donald Trump want to jail his political opponent as if they wasn't trying to do that to him. And Joe Biden just pardoned his son, which is supposed to be a convicted felon, and just and pardoned him from all the way back from 2014 all the way to now, just a clear slate as if he never committed a crime. Oh man.
One is one too many. We go down the line. And maybe this would be our last election.
Donald Trump has talked about turning the military on U.S. citizens that he deems his domestic political enemies.
No, he did not.
Authoritarians and people that he affiliates closely with and strongmen abroad in regimes like that, it is not uncommon to jail political dissidents or legislative opponents.
Last night, Trump suggested if he is reelected, it could be his opponents looking at jail time.
The idea that they're continuing with this talking point after the American people spoke so clearly in the previous election is just baffling to me. This is how they want to identify themselves. The Democrats have their top priority, continuing to grandstand on the issue of illegal immigration and supporting sanctuary cities. In 2024, I mean, really. I don't know what these people are thinking, but I'll tell you, they are out of their damn minds.
Exactly.
From the Denver mayor to your average Democrat pushing this ridiculous narrative. I'm just thinking one thing, if the Democrats continue this way, they're going to face total party collapse. And that's
exactly. Why would he use the military to like go after the American people? Why would he do that? He never said that. Y'all still running on these lies. It's one of the reasons y'all lost in the first place, because y'all cannot stop lying. He never said that. Y'all cut out a little clip and y'all ran with it and fitted y'all own narrative in it like y'all do everything else. Just like what y'all just did with Tom Homan. All these people do on legacy media is just lie.
One very simple concept. You know, the Democrats might be dumb enough to not read the writing on the wall and continue pursuing this ridiculous resistance nonsense, but the American people aren't dumb enough to continue falling for this obvious gaslighting bullshit. Let's be real. It's over. The mass illegal immigration grift is done. And I don't know what these people are thinking. I don't know, frankly, who this Denver mayor thinks he is, but I think he ought to get with the program. Exactly. Tom Homan was correct in stating that there's a mandate here, and you probably shouldn't stand in front of it. The majority of the American population, that is the majority of the American population, supports Donald Trump's mass immigration plan. We've covered this a million times. I'm not going to show you guys more data. I've covered at least 6 or 7 polls decisively showing this. It's a fact. More than 60% of the population wants a secure border. That is the mandate. Trump won the popular vote. And so basically it's over. People got the memo. I mean, most Democrats got the memo. We have the story with Michelle Wu, the Boston mayor, not too long ago, trying to sound all tough and challenging Tom Homan, only to backtrack, what was it, like 24 to 48 hours later. And now we've got Democrat New York Governor Kathy Hochul essentially joining in.
Our immigration system is woefully broken. It's been broken for decades. There was an opportunity to make meaningful change that the Republicans in the House of Representatives killed, and they should be held accountable for that. But we need to fix the border, fix the system. But I'll tell you this, those who come here legally, we want to get them jobs. I have 460,000 open jobs in the state of New York. I want them to get the proper work permits. I want them to keep their temporary protective status, if that's what they have. I want to make sure that they're part of contributing to society while they're here. That's separate from people who are criminals. Someone breaks the law, I'll be the first one to call up ICE and say, get them out of here.
Are you supportive or not supportive of deporting undocumented immigrants whose only crime is either crossing the border or overstaying?
If they're here with legal papers, like they came and they're seeking asylum, like the 224,000 people who came to New York, they're here legally in search of asylum. And that process will play out. But there are other people who commit crimes or are known to be criminals before they arrived here. When those are identified, I'll be the first one to help get rid of them. I don't want them here. I don't want anybody terrorizing my citizens. So that's the difference.
She will cooperate with the federal government's deportation orders. The governor of New York State has given up on the woke nonsense. I'm not exactly
There you go. You see everybody getting in line now. I told them Tom Homan is not playing around. Him and Trump is not playing around. When Donald Trump run on something, when he say he's going to do something, he's going to do it. He's not like Joe Biden and Democrats just lying just to get in power.
surprise considering how poorly she performed in the governor's race, almost losing to a Republican in the state of New York. And obviously that has an impact, but the point still remains that most of these Democrats get it. It just seems the mayor of Denver hasn't gotten the memo. Well, I'll tell you, fortunately for him, after this extremely viral moment and after Tom Homan made it very clear what the Trump administration's stance is here, well, let's just say I think he got the message. And I'm just going to assume here that probably what's going to happen is that very quickly the soy boy mayor of Denver is going to end up falling in line. This administration is coming in with a mandate, and they intend on delivering on that voter mandate. They intend on delivering results for the American people who put them in that position of power. And so if you're thinking as a Democrat that you're going to commit illegal actions in an effort to subvert the will of the American people for your own selfish desires, well, it just might not go so great for you. It might be one of those FAFO situations. I don't know about you guys. I don't know what the Denver mayor is thinking. I don't know what CNN is thinking. Trying to misrepresent what's happening here and turn it into something that it's not. But I will tell you something, and I'll tell you it confidently. I don't think it's going to work because the tides have shifted, and I guess these doofuses have some catching up to do. Oh, so shocking that somebody would be held accountable for breaking federal law. How utterly absurd. Anyways, that's pretty much what I...
But there we go, right there. Salute to Liberal High Mind. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel. And like he was saying, Tom Homan is not playing around. You're starting to see people starting to get in line, except this Denver mayor. He just want to be the one bad apple, to think he's the big bad wolf and ain't nobody going to go through him. But he's going to find out the hard way when he get them handcuffs put on him and he's headed to jail. Because you ain't finna... The problem is that Donald Trump is not finna let you stop what he said he's going to do. And then way down the line, the Democrats can try to go back and use that on Donald Trump, saying, oh, he lied, said he was going to get the illegal aliens out and he didn't do it. That's why you get some of these mayors just trying to push back on Donald Trump. And Tom Homan is not playing around at all. So... And this is what a lot of them been using, saying, oh, Donald Trump going to be in trouble. Donald Trump going to be under arrest because of what Tom Homan been saying. And we know Donald Trump is telling him that. And this is what they running with. And nobody's believing them. So y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this. Thank you all for watching, especially the ones that made it to the end. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.